ChatGPT fucking sucks. Wait, are we paused? And sometimes I would tell it about something that I was trying to create, and it'd just be like, I'm gonna polish this for you. Like, fucking hell, you're gonna polish it for me. I don't know, if you guys have ever seen the show Moral Orel, but there's a scene whenever I'm telling my friends or family about this specific issue I have with the AI, I always refer back to this scene where I forgot the kid's name, but he didn't believe in God and he'd ask questions, so they figured it out. I don't like that episode specifically because of its unfortunate use of the R slur, but I do love the show. And and there's a scene where the kid is going to school and he's like, Mom, like, I lost my helmet for my bike or something. And she's like, you're never riding your bike ever again. And then she like blends up his lunch in a blender, and that's what it feels like to have ChatGPT polish my own idea, or God fucking forbid, break it down for me. Like, it acts like it knows more about my characters and my ideas than I do. And I was telling it about my character dynamics, not to have it draw me anything, but just because I didn't want to annoy anyone else with it. I felt like I was annoying anyone if I info dump or talk to them about my characters or stories that I built. So I talked to ChatGPT and it would spoon feed my own character dynamics to me. And what's even worse is it would get it wrong. It's very odd. I can't quite explain how it does it. A lot of the it's not a blank, it's a blank. But it's still just like a lot of it's like AI dialect, like the M dashes and the semicolons, I think they're called, and other such things that it uses in its speech, and it explains it wrong. It tells me the emotional dynamics of the character, first of all, as if it thinks I can't understand my own character, and then second of all, as if it gets it wrong. And it just annoys me so much, and I tell it not to do that, and it apologizes. Like, oh my god, my boot is clean and sopping wet from ChatGPT spit, and I'm sick of it, so, now I'm here on the channel. Another thing that it would do is it would try and explain my own thoughts to me. Like, not only with my characters. One time I was talking to it about surrealism and art and how it's not all dreamcore, which is something I will have to make a video on one day, because I really like surrealism, and it doesn't all have to be like eyes and angels. It can also be stuff like this. These geese. This is a drawing of, I do a lot of these, multi-headed geese, colorful. That's surrealism as much as any dreamcore image you'll find off of the internet is, even though it's different. Surrealism is meant to be different. Well, when I was talking to ChatGPT about this, it told me that it could make a field guide to help me understand it better. It wanted to help me understand my own idea better. It thought that I couldn't handle my own idea. It thought that I was going to choke on my own idea, metaphorically. That pisses me off to a otherworldly extent. And I just let it keep going. I got curious at one point. So I just let it continue dumbing things down for me. Because I eventually wanted to know if it would eventually be like, okay, how more can I explain this to you? You know? But it just didn't stop. It didn't stop. I wasn't even reading its messages. It just kept going and going and going and going and going. And I get with these AI companies, they aren't supposed, like, the AI is not supposed to end the chat. But, like, how many ways can it reiterate it? Or make it easier for me to understand? Or tell me it in a different way? Or explain it to me differently? Or remake the point? Like, it'll just keep going, and that's why I feel like that's why it's making people stupider. I have been trying to do things without the app or website anymore. Because it makes me feel so condescended to. You know what I think would be fun? If it just straight up tell me, like, that idea sucks. That idea fucking sucks. Or didn't respond at all. I tried putting in a Google Doc, but I felt like tried putting all my thoughts into a Google Doc, but that didn't really work. I kind of just passionately wrote 10 pages of, like, my favorite things that make me really excited. That had a million typos that I didn't really want to edit out, you know. So I just kind of stuck with it. And, and it just didn't help. So, I hope that, video blogging will make it easier for me. I'm thinking of, like, drawing or writing while I do these, or doing other crafts, because I'm a very creative person. I needle felt, I draw, I write, I do claymation, I play with perler beads, and, like, those, they're kind of like perler beads. They're, water beads, not Orbeez. You put them on a thing, and then you spray them with water, and they connect. I've made some pretty cool things with them. And the cool thing is that you can make them 3D. Here, I'll be right back. I gotta show you guys this. Well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find what I had made out of the beads. However, what I did find was these mushrooms that I draw. I get little wooden mushrooms, and I paint on these with my paint pens. I don't think I made this one, though. That one was, I think, my mom or friend. I did this one right here. Oh, there we go. Okay. And, I did this one. And I did this one. I even gave it a little face. I like to call this one the Misery Shroom. I tried very hard on this. I have a lot of fun making things, crafting things. Well, anyways, that's all I'll be ending the video. See you guys tomorrow or whenever I post next.